Hello, welcome to the 200 people drawing, kinda. This is just another 100, but this is the second 100, so this is 200. Ooh. And then the same thing with the first time, starting off by drawing like oops, sorry about all that. Started off with drawing 1 hour ish, drawing like a kind of fancy big picture as like a reference, as like a starting point. But this time I actually did use a reference, and it's gonna be in color. And I think I did it in about 50 minutes. And I decided for like this one and the one at the end, I was just like, I'm gonna do it, and like the reference I'll like kind of use, or like the comparison I guess for them, will be like how long it takes for me to get them both to like a decent looking like point where they kind of look kind of realistic and kind of all right-ish. I didn't really have like a set standard, but yeah, that was about it for that. This whole thing was sped up about 10 times, I think. It's a bit finicky with like how that all worked. The Procreate and tablet recording stuff's still been a bit weird with recordings, but I think it's getting ever so slightly better each time ish, kinda. But this one was sped up about 10 times. And it was just a couple hours. I think it was like 6 for some reason, which I don't think really adds up in math wise, but maybe it does and I just didn't count right. But I didn't really count at all, so maybe it's fine. But yeah, the way I'll just kind of explain it beforehand. So I kind of use a different way of doing it this 100 time, I guess. For this one, I used line of action, which I think I talked about in the first one a little bit. But I think I still used it for that one. Pretty sure. But I just use like 6-minute timer for every picture except for like the first one and the last one. But this time I used like the class mode, it's called, in line of action, and it makes it till like you can pick like an hour and it'll like put these little sections and segments you can do. So when we start getting to that part, it'll be 10 30-second like drawings. There'll be 10 of them for 30 seconds. Then it's 5 drawings for 1 minute. Then it's 2 drawings for 5 minutes, and then there was 1 for 10 minutes. Then there was a 5-minute break in between, and then sometimes I think I edited out. I don't remember exactly all the things I edited out. Sometimes I stopped recording, sometimes I edited out. It might still be in a spot or two. And then the last drawing was one 25-minute drawing. And that's how that's gonna work when we get to that area. So when that happens, the first ones are gonna go pretty quickly. They're gonna like kind of just come and go, and you'll kind of see how like quick they were because they were really fast to draw. Just kind of like I kind of just had to do the idea of the person's shape or like pose in like 30 seconds, and then for like the 1 minute, or yeah, the 5 1-minute ones, then I could actually kind of like try to make them look like a stable human. Let's see. So after all that out of the way, I kind of wrote down some notes for this one. I think I had a bit more than I did last time, a bit more prepared for this one. Hopefully the mic sounds a bit better than last time too. Let's see, so after all that's out of the way, that was all like the preamble stuff. And this time I also got some water, because last time I got a little thirsty at the end. Might need to take a sip in between at some point. But I just want to say that after this as well, after I do this 100, I've already started on the next one, but I've decided I'm going to do another 100 of just men, clothed this time, so they're going to have clothes. And then after that, after 300, I'm going to do another 100, so 400 people total. And the last one will be just girls, but they'll be clothed. And then I think after that, I'm gonna move off of people for a while, because I feel like it's kind of getting a little stale. I'm kind of getting a little tired of just drawing people like every day. But nothing like really hard or crazy, just drawing people every day. But yeah, I was kind of getting over it at this point. And then so that'll be kind of like the next steps for that. And oh yeah, just kind of like a heads up, even though I just kind of got back into recording a bit more. and like the schedule's gone a little bit faster now. I kind of found time for it. It might slow down again because I'm gonna start school not soon-ish. Still, I think a couple months from now, but it'll start happening soon-ish. Um, but hopefully when I do start school again, oh, motorcycles. Anyway, hopefully when I do start school again, at least I might have some art classes, so hopefully I can make some content out of that again. I did a few of those before. I think some people kind of liked them. I think they were all right, but I felt like they were a little boring because it was just like charcoal and pencil and stuff. So I'm hoping that this time I might be able to do anything other than just charcoal and pencil. Yeah, that might just happen with school. So when school starts up again, I might do a bit less content, but also maybe a bit more because I'll just be doing art as like more of a requirement, you know, kinda. And yeah, if you would, I guess, I don't know how many people are gonna watch this or make it this far. But I kind of talking back about the differences between this one and the first 100. I just did like 6 minutes for that, and this one was like a bunch of small ones, and then like it got longer after a while. I was wondering if which way you guys liked it. If you could comment something about that if you want. I don't really know. I think I'm gonna stick with this way because I feel like it's just kind of better for learning, but it doesn't seem as good for viewing compared to the first one. But yeah, I just want to put that out there if you want to comment some stuff about that. And then after all that, I think that was about it for all the notes. Oh yeah, at the end of this one, because I think I forgot to say that the last one. I think I put in some weird robot voice or something weird. But at the end of all this, there will be the Procreate videos again, and I'm not going to be talking during that part. It's just going to be all the Procreate, like, program recordings of the screen, like the recordings of the drawing, and it'll just be those playing, showing the process, kind of, with no talking on that. That's kind of how this video will end. And then after all that's out of the way, I think we can finally get to another stupid rant. And this time, yeah, because the same thing with like last time. I don't really feel like talking about how much I sucked about the drawings. That was pretty much the same thing here. I felt like I was kind of getting into it. Some days I would like it would take a little while to like get back into drawing people, and then after a while I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting it again. So like the last drawings are usually a bit better, sometimes easier, some of them are harder, some of them are good, some of them are bad. Kind of getting better at drawing faces at least, so that's another plus. I'm also gonna have to do that at some point. I'm probably gonna do a couple hundred or so faces. So yeah, look forward to just faces after drawing people. But after that, this stupid rant, because, you know, stupid drawings on screen, and we're talking about my thoughts kinda about the state of art. I kind of just like call it this like age of girl art, I guess you could say. I don't know if there's another word. There's probably other people that have talked about it and like put it in better ways and stuff and gave it like a better title, but I don't know what else to call it other than just like that girl art or something. I feel like I've heard somebody say that. I don't remember who exactly. I think my girlfriend showed me a video of someone talking about it. But just the way that like social media and stuff is, like online and everything right now. The world, I don't know, it's kind of boring in the realm of art, because everyone just seems to kind of just be doing that girl art, which is just be like a random girl standing, looking up, looking down. In general, they're usually, I guess, like cute-ish. I don't really find them very cute, but I guess they're supposed to be like cool, chill, relaxed, usually doing nothing but standing / sitting or just existing. And then it's just art, but it's just been extremely boring. Like, I don't know, this is kind of like I feel like it's just the most pushed thing. I don't know if it's just like, I don't know, maybe it is just for some reason all I'm getting recommended or something, but there's a way more vast world of art out there. It's just really stupid, I feel like, when everyone, even like a bunch of professionals, I'm not really gonna like name drop or nothing because I feel like that's kind of mean and rude, and I'm still a nobody, so who cares? Certainly I don't, but doesn't really need to be like, I don't know, any name drops or nothing. But I feel like even a lot of professionals, or a lot of people that people like consider really good artists or professional or top notch, and they do awesome stuff, when I look at their things, it's just a bunch of just girl art, just a female kind of doing something in a slightly colored something, standing, sitting, crouching, bending, I don't know, doing nothing in particular really. And it's really boring. I find that like kind of like the worst art. And in reality, it's like I scroll through like stupid things every once in a while. I'll like look at stupid like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever. And like anytime I see that, I find it's just like super boring. I'll just like leave pretty much instantly. But I find it way more interesting to even see like not like bad artists or anything, but like amateur artists, like kids and children drawing like their OCs or something, or like some Five Nights at Freddy's fan art, but it's like obviously one that I've like seen before. It's not like their picture, they like copied it from somewhere, but like they don't even like know really, like I don't know, not to plagiarize, but they're just like drawing something and they have fun with it. Even stuff like that I find like way more interesting now than just that girl art where it's just some hot, cute, I don't know, not very interesting girl, or she's supposed to be, but she really isn't. Yeah, I don't know. This weird age of most people's art, most things on art is just a girl. I feel like it kind of goes a lot with people just being in general real horny and weirdos, and it's really stupid. I guess you can say it's kind of like, I don't know, like being like a crybaby about it or something, because I don't do girl art at the moment. I'm really feeling that pain. I'm really feeling like I need to do some girl art to really get my views up or something. Cause yeah, it's pretty stupid where it's just like I'll spend all this time doing a dumb little thing. I already know that not a lot of people are gonna see it, but then even when it's just like, I don't know, I will just go see someone's plagiarized hot girl. She just looks like some anime character, or even like someone's bad art that they put an anime filter over, and just like, wow, that's art. That is true art. We are in the Renaissance, the age of art now. So stupid, just real dumb. Yeah, I guess you can say I'm being like a stupid little crybaby about it. I guess you could be right, but also it is just kind of disheartening in general that that's like, I don't know, the most pushed art. No, maybe it is just like some weird, maybe it's not like the algorithm, or maybe it's people, or maybe it's just my algorithm, my like what I'm just getting recommended. I don't know. I feel like I can't be, because I've seen a bunch of like pro artists, professional-ish artists, or people that consider themselves pros, and I don't consider myself a pro at all, not close to at all yet. But seeing a bunch of them, they'll just do kind of girl art, and it is kind of boring. Even like, I guess one person's name I'll kind of say, Jazza. I think he used to be called Jazza Draws, but he changed that, and that was like a whole thing with him where he like moved away from draws because he does a bunch more stuff than just drawing now. But even him, I kind of didn't like how his art looked originally. I kind of thought it looked weird, but then when I came back to it like a year ago or something, I haven't looked at it again recently, but I was like, I don't know, I actually found his stuff interesting now, because just everyone else's is just a girl sitting or doing nothing but being a girl. And like, granted, you can make a cool looking girl doing nothing, and that's like fine, but it's just the vast majority of art nowadays is just kind of that, kind of a girl doing nothing now. And you know, it's a little disheartening with the way it is with that. So yeah, it's a bit weird in this age that we're in with girl art. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I figured out the problem here. I'm watching the video too. I think I talked about this before. That I kind of watch along with you guys with like a slightly simpler version of the video than like what I post or what's gonna like be out on the YouTubes. And I think I found the issue. I was watching it slightly faster than normal. Well, now I'm like out of sync with everything. But I think I should be good now. Yeah, that kind of confused me at the start of the recording because I kind of saw like things were just going like really fast, and I was like, I don't remember being like that fast or that crazy. But anyway, yeah, now even like Jazza has become like top tier artists, I feel like, compared to most other people. And then other people I've watched or seen kind of fell by the wayside and got into the trap of just doing girl art. And I don't know what's up with this thing. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. It's just like some weird subliminal messaging thing on the internet where it's just like, do girl art, it works better. Or, I don't know, maybe that we are just in the age that is just what everyone likes at the moment, and I'm the odd one out that isn't very interested in girl art and more interested in stupid, really cool-ish looking dragon monsters. You know, it happens, I guess. Gotta get with the times. But no, seriously, I've been thinking about just doing stupid girl art just to see how easy or not easy it is, I guess. But we'll see about that. Still gonna be doing these 100 people-ish drawings for a while. I think that was kind of most of the girl art rant. I think I had some more-ish stuff to say about it, but I don't really remember. That's alright. It happens sometimes. So maybe I'll actually talk about the drawing again. I think after this one, this like set, because I think we're now in like the, either this is like a 5, oh no, yeah, I think that might have been it. So now we're back. This is like the last 1 hour grouping. So that was the thing with it. Since the hour, because before it was just 100 people, and I did it every like 6 minutes. I do it like an hour a day, so it was like it was just an hour, or 10 people, so I would do an hour because it was 10 drawings each 6 minute. But for this one took an hour long, but in total it was 19 people, so it took like way less hours. I don't know why it took like kind of only like 6-ish, maybe 5-ish hours. And then still, I think I had more people in this one than the other one. I think in total it was like 100 and like something like 115. It was around there. It wasn't 115. I don't know if it was a little bit higher or a little bit lower, but it was around that like number. But that's fine, I guess. It was about 100-ish people. I'll put a 200 plus. It'll really get to people in. And if you are new and you've made it this far, thanks. And sorry for the weird way I speak. Talk much faster than I think. But sometimes I rhyme. That's cool. Yeah, kind of looking at the drawings, you can kind of see, like, I guess you can probably guess at this point. Well, also you can just kind of count, like, after 10-30-second ones. Kind of get to the ones where I can actually take more time. You can kind of like see, like, when I can use my time a bit more wisely for each one. We're getting pretty close to the end now. And I think once this part actually finishes, I think that's about it for me, actually. I think I'll just kind of leave it at that. And yeah, once the final picture starts, I don't think it takes that long. I think in total it was like 30 to 40-ish minutes for the last after 100 people picture. So yeah. I think this was maybe one of the last ones, if not the last one. There might be another one after this lady. Or I might be out of sync with you guys again. It's kind of weird. Okay, I think, yeah, this is like the last one. I don't really remember it though. But yeah, so I think that's it for me. And I'll let the last one go without talking, and then the Procreate stuff is gonna just start. Um, I guess again, this was kind of just all done with the Procreate Pencil 1. All references were from Line of Action. And yeah, thanks for watching, I guess. And people are talking in the background, so I think that's my cue. So goodbye. Or whatever.